Alright, so we just got done working on the van for the night. This is another 2-day video I'm doing. We went ahead and took both front wheels off this time, and we're leaving the jacks overnight. Specifically the jack stands. We used some of our old garden bricks for the jack stands this time, so we didn't fumble with that stupid wood. Yeah, that wood was a bitch. But anyway, we turned it over a few more times, and a few more times meaning we did a compression check after the last video of doing work on this van. After the latest video of doing work on this van, we had done a compression check on the spark plugs towards the back of the engine, so all four towards the back. And this time tonight we did the four towards the front of the engine, because of course you gotta take the wheels off to access those, and it's a pain. So that's what we did. I also changed out the spark plug wires. I just plugged the new wires into the distributor cap, but I haven't put the spark plugs in and put those in yet. But I'm saving the spark plugs and the gas for tomorrow. And yeah, so this is kind of just an update of what I've done so far. I couldn't record it because it's pretty much all the same things we did in the last video, and I would have just had to crunch everything up again into a little ball to make a video. So this is just a quick update. I have it all locked up now and just leaving it all jacked up. And so I will see you tomorrow. Alright, so today is day 2, and we're finally putting the spark plugs in. I just got done taking care of passenger side spark plugs. Just probably barely see, but you probably see the white tips there. Yeah. Now I'm going to be doing the driver's side, and the driver's side ones are a bitch because they're further into the body. Yeah, and then I'm going to be moving to the inside ones. I can't really get video of just putting these in, but I'll probably get video of snapping the wires on. But yeah, so I'll see you in the next clip. Alright, so we're testing the new spark plugs. As you can see, first one we're testing is sparking. There's already 3 in the van right now that we didn't get to test, but we're just testing the rest. And I just worked my ass off at least putting one in on the driver's side, and it's just absolute hell. Yeah, there's flies everywhere. My eyes are just going like cross-eyed looking at like the camera screen here. Got another one that works. Another thing to keep out is before installing new spark plugs, make sure you have a full set of the same brand, and make sure you have them gapped right. As well, there's oil that I'll probably show you in a minute that you need to put on them before you actually put them in the block of the engine, I guess. Right.
That's it.
Yep, okay. So I guess we're good, right?
That's it.
Yep. So we're done for testing, and in a little bit I'll be putting the rest of them in. Alright, so like I promised, I would show you guys this oil that you put on the spark plugs before they go in. Here it is. It's called Champion. It is spark plug thread lubricant and anti-seize compound, part number 2612. Contents 2 fluid ounces. Champion Spark Plug Company. Yeah, so if you just find, you should be able to go over to the auto parts store and find some Champion Spark Plug lubricant or oil. Probably don't. I mean, this stuff has been in the garage for a while, but we have like 2 of them and we haven't used them not much, so this is still quite full. But yeah, so I'm gonna go get this last front spark plug in. Made for Alright, so this is what it looks like with the garage closed. And just this. Yep, just look over in the driveway and there's a van with 2 front wheels missing. Looks like a junkyard in the driveway. Yeah, so I finally got up a little bit earlier today. Yesterday I ran out of time and I was only able to get in all the spark plugs but not be able to get the wires and take care of the gas. But that's what I'm going to be taking care of next today. The battery actually ended up dying early this morning and had to revive it, and I think it's charged by now. Yeah. And also the steering wheel has been forgotten about. Still, I just recently started thinking about that, like what am I going to do? Is it's because it's still sticky and stuff, I guess keep cleaning it or something. But my main goal right now is to get it back on the road rolling for a little while, and then eventually while it's like being used on the road, clean out the garage and then get the equipment and do the engine rebuild, because there was we didn't, as I said in the last clip, we did the compression checks, and there was, I think, 1 cylinder or so, 1 or 2 cylinders that were being wacky. So it possibly means that it's got a little bit of an issue, but also the fact that it's been sitting for 10 years and we haven't even started it yet, so we really don't know what we're looking at. I mean, we've turned it over, but I mean, technically that's not starting it all the way up, you know. And then about the draining the gas, I'm kind of confused about that, because we have a 5-gallon tank that we bought, but there's like 15 gallons in the tank, and I don't see any other containers on how this is gonna work. Like, do we have like 3 5-gallon containers that we're just gonna take this 1 5-gallon container and drain the gas in, and then one by one just do it? So I'm not really sure, because originally I wanted to get like 3 of those, but then the thing is, those are portable, because then we gotta go dispose of that gas because it's bad gas. So it's really confusing. But yeah, so, you know, I think it's been I don't know exactly how many days it's been since we last worked on this thing. I'll have to look at it later. But, yeah, but I think the past 3 days now. But, anyway, I guess let's get into opening up this garage and getting back to the rest. Alright, so apparently we got a few more plans here. Since the neutral safety switch is broken, we're going to be jacking up the back end also. So we'll basically have all 4 tires off of here. And like, how's that going to happen? Well, we have a shitload of garden bricks, and we at least have 4 jack stands. So that's how that's going to work. And then I also forgot that gonna have to torque the spark plugs. So right here under spark plugs, 22 foot-pounds. There's also the V8 engine firing order, which is right there. That will focus. I guess that's focused enough. Yep. So once that's done, we'll get into the process of jacking up the back end. So I figured I would just torque 2 spark plugs for the video. One from the inside and one from the outside. And just do a little overview of what I'm using to torque these with. So pretty much these spark plugs, this is a 16mm socket. I got 2 extensions here. And this is it's just like a manual torque wrench. But one thing specifically about this is instead of it being in foot-pounds, it's in inch-pounds. And since we're dealing with 22 foot-pounds, we know that there's 12 inches in a foot, so 22 times 12, you get 264 inch-pounds. And that's how we have to adjust it here. So I'm going to be going up to in between 300 and 250. Well, yeah, that's how it is. Because that's probably the best I can do on this torque wrench. Yeah. And go ahead and set up the camera to do this first one. Alright, so I got the camera set up, and it's kind of difficult to see the spark plugs, but here's the tip of at least one, and I'll just go ahead and do that one since it's the closest to the video. The best for the socket. I realize I'm standing on tools here. So usually I have to stick this in. So I got control of it right now. And if that. So apparently this isn't the best. Not going to be able to do the outside one, but I could probably do the inside one. Okay, so where I had put the camera was awful. I had no room for the torque wrench. So, and there's not a lot of room in here. Could probably just get to barely where I want to be, and then I have to switch this. That. Oh, there we go. Figured that out. One thing about this torque wrench is the handle goes side by side. You have to make sure you keep it right in the center so it can't go from just side by side. So I've probably gotten to about 200. My nerves are all out of freaking whack because it's difficult with this one. So you have to sit there and look at it. Make sure it lands exactly on where you want it. Okay, I guess that's good. Oh boy. So it's at like 255 now. I'm not sure if I should just bring it up to 300.
No.
Okay. Just keep it.
Closer to 264.
Yep. So successfully, that's that one, and of course I got to do this on 3 more, and then I got 4 more inside the cab that I got to do. What a bitch. Yeah. So I'll be getting to the next one in the cab here after I do these on the outside. Yeah, so it's looking a little cleaner under here. Yep, it's brushing away all that dirt. There's actually tread marks from the tire that had been sitting here for 10 years, basically. It's kind of interesting. Alright, so apparently I could not use the torque wrench in here because there wasn't enough room. So my old man came up with a technique for just eyeballing this. And so you're supposed to put it on there, break it, basically loosen it, and then push it all the way on there just lightly until it binds. And then when it binds, then you go 30 degrees forward, which is like a V. So that's how I'm gonna try and do this. And this is actually the last one for the inside, because he actually did the other 3 because he was showing me. So yeah, so this is gonna be the last one, and then after this we're gonna be jacking up the back end and doing all sorts of other crazy stuff. So right now this is set to on, so we're gonna set this off because this is a a ratchet basically. And then you see how I have to have a little technique for fitting that in there. And just then you got to make sure it's all the way on there. Ooh, broken. So that's broken now. And as soon as I start working in here, my allergies hit me pretty hard, so yeah, I might be sniffling a little bit. Sucks, but that's the way it has to be. So this is loose, and now I have to adjust it from the inside, and then kind of just lightly. Okay, that's binding there. And then I'm not sure, but it looks like I can't just push forward 30 degrees because there's not enough room. So I have to go back. Man, this one's under some pressure because of this piece right here. So I went back, and then I'm just think of a V here. So let's see. Okay, so I think I've got that. And of course this thing, life with a cab over. Very convenient. Alright, so that's pretty much it. I'm doing the last one, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get it checked and see how I did. Alright, so my old man just woke me up to something. In the previous clip, and maybe a few other previous clips, I have no idea, but I actually forgot about the spark plug wires. So that's what we're going to be doing next after we torqued the spark plugs, and then after the spark plug wires, we're going to jack up the back end. So the other day I did, just half-assed. I put the distributor ends and the distributor cap, and now we're going to be putting the spark plug ends in, and hopefully it goes well. Okay. Alright, so it's pretty much the end of the day. I spent my time off camera going and taking care of the spark plug wires. Those were a pain, but I got them in, and so now the spark plugs are done. And we just got done jacking the back end up a few minutes ago. Like, it might look like yep. There you go, yeah, jacks. And I'm thinking this might also be good for next weekend when we go ahead and take care of the gasoline in the gas tank. Yeah. And so it's awfully dark out here. Maybe this week we'll try doing a test start where we'll take the fuel lines and run them into one of our gas tanks and see if it will start up. Yeah. And then of course next we'll be taking care of the gas tank and all that. Yeah. And also apparently the AC belt in here is broken. I can't really get a good view of the AC belt, but I guess there's part of it right there. Yeah, kind of lazy. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Can I get any light in here? Yep, I can. Also, another thing is if you're in the DFW area, I'm selling a 18-inch wheel over here. I'm right in front of this vacuum. This is for a 2000 Ford 2016 Ford F-150. It's 6-lug rim, and it's a BF Goodrich radial long trail A/T, well, T/A, whatever tire. And I'll have the link for that below. I'm listing it on 5 miles because I did list it on eBay, but nobody wanted it, and eBay charged me like $7, so I'm just not going to invest anymore, and I really need to get it out of the garage. Yeah, so you can go ahead and check that out. You know, if it doesn't sell in 5 miles, I'll probably be switching things out and going to another local selling app like OfferUp or something like that. But yeah, anyway, thank you for watching. I'm going to close out this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.